The woman was feeling her way forward. Suddenly, the ice cracked. She instantly fell into the freezing lake. Jack rushed to her rescue, but the woman was already sinking. In this critical moment, Buck darted past Jack like lightning. Without hesitation, he jumped into the ice hole. In the darkness, he picked up his mistress. He repeatedly slammed his body against the ice. Finally, he pulled her to safety, but Buck was exhausted. He was so tired that he was panting. Soon, Buck couldn't hold on any longer. He slowly sank into the dark lake bottom. Jack was frantically shouting on the ice. After hearing a faint sound, he took out his knife and frantically chiseled at the ice. Unfortunately, the ice was too thick, and the knife broke after a few strikes. Jack knelt down and cried bitterly. Who would have thought that this dog, who always lagged behind, would risk his life to save his wife? At that moment, someone handed him a tool. Without thinking, he grabbed it and continued chiseling. But suddenly, he noticed something. Jack turned his head and saw that Buck had already climbed ashore. He excitedly hugged Buck. This heartwarming scene made the lead husky jealous to the point of madness. That night, the female owner, to express her gratitude, specifically gave Buck an extra chicken leg. The husky saw this, and the flames of jealousy burned even brighter. He glared at Buck with hatred. He challenged Buck to a fight. Buck, though muscular, had never fought before. The husky attacked swiftly, knocking Buck to the ground in a few blows. The final blow knocked Buck unconscious. The husky triumphantly surveyed the scene, only to find that the other dogs were not impressed. The dogs all called out to Buck. Buck slowly regained consciousness, and his wild nature finally awoke. The husky pounced again, but Buck dodged nimbly, bit the opponent, slammed him to the ground, and stepped on the husky. His eyes were filled with forgiveness. The husky was completely defeated. He tucked his tail between his legs and slunk away. The next day, without a leader, Buck stepped forward voluntarily. Jack was still uneasy and wanted the old dog to lead the pack. The old dog refused to budge, lying on the ground and rolling around. Jack had no choice but to let Buck try. Buck became the lead dog. All the dogs followed him in unison. At a single command, Buck shot forward like an arrow, leading the pack across the snowy plains. Jack cheered excitedly, his voice shaking the snowy mountains. Suddenly, an avalanche was triggered. Jack hurriedly commanded a left turn, but Buck had his own plan. He led the pack toward a cave. They pushed through the ice columns and narrow passages, successfully avoiding the avalanche, arriving on time as the sun set. This was the first time Jack had delivered mail on time since becoming a mail carrier. Though he didn't earn much, seeing the recipient's smile made it all worthwhile. Until one day, he received official notice. The widespread use of telegrams had rendered mail carriers obsolete. There was no need to deliver mail in the summer, and Jack had no choice but to sell his pack of dogs. At parting, he tearfully thanked Buck. But life must go on. Buck and his companions relied on each other for survival. Soon they were sold. The new owner was a gold prospector motivated solely by profit.